Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Watch as Patel refuses to play Swalwell's political games, slamming his baseless accusations and setting the record straight on the Epstein files. This is how you handle a leftist attack with facts and integrity.
You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article.
Director,
keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
The exchange between FBI Director Kash Patel and Democrat Representative Eric Swalwell at a recent hearing was a telling moment for the nation. At its core, it exposed the hypocrisy of the Democrats and their complete disregard for the real issues facing the American people. The focus of the hearing, with Swalwell at the helm, was not on law enforcement, crime reduction, or the rampant issues in California that demand urgent attention. Instead, it became a political spectacle centered on the Epstein files, files that have been weaponized for a partisan agenda. Swalwell's relentless questioning of Patel seemed more aimed at scoring political points than addressing the true concerns that Americans care about. He tried to corner the FBI director on the Epstein case, particularly focusing on the idea that if Trump's name appeared in the files, it was somehow an essential revelation that needed to be highlighted at all costs. The problem, this wasn't about the country or the safety of American citizens. It was about Democrats like Swalwell using the Epstein files as a political tool to tarnish their opponents, particularly Donald Trump. This is exactly the kind of hypocrisy that has become the hallmark of the left. Patel didn't take the bait, and he pushed back hard, calling out Swalwell's blatant misuse of his position to distract from more pressing matters. Patel reminded him that his primary role as FBI director was not to be a political punching bag, but to ensure the safety and security of the American people, especially in cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, which are suffering from a surge in crime. Yet Swalwell's focus remained on a political stunt aimed at taking down Trump. The exchange was a masterclass in how to handle a politically charged attack. Patel, with clarity and authority, reminded Swalwell of the real work that was being done under his watch, the redeployment of FBI resources to tackle the escalating crime rates in California. While Swalwell prattled on about the Epstein files, Patel highlighted that real lives were being affected every day by the lack of law and order in the very district Swalwell claims to represent. The people of California are being underserved by a representative who refuses to focus on their needs and instead is consumed by a partisan vendetta. This is where the true hypocrisy of the Democrats comes into full view. Swalwell, who should have been concerned with the rising crime rates, homelessness, and drug epidemics ravaging California, chose to go after Patel on a matter that has long been politicized. Meanwhile, Patel and his team are focused on tangible results, putting resources where they are most needed, working to restore order and safety to some of the most dangerous cities in the nation. But to Democrats like Swalwell, these problems are secondary to their obsession with Trump and their need to exploit the Epstein files as part of a broader political attack. As Kash Patel correctly pointed out, the misleading nature of Swalwell's questions only served to distract from the actual work of the FBI. His fixation on the number of times Trump's name appeared in the files, a number that Patel couldn't give him, was not just a diversion, it was a calculated smear campaign. Swalwell's attempt to use the Epstein files as a way to incite political controversy was nothing more than a distraction from the real issues affecting Americans every single day. It was political opportunism at its worst. Here lies the problem with the Democratic Party's approach. While they are fixated on Epstein, Trump, and the sensationalist aspects of the case, they are neglecting the real problems facing the country. The American people are not concerned with political score settling. They are concerned about rising crime rates, economic instability, and public safety. The Democratic Party's obsession with Trump has become all-consuming, and it's creating a dangerous distraction from the issues that actually matter to voters. The reality is that Swalwell and the Democrats have turned the Epstein files into a political weapon rather than a tool for justice. Instead of using the information to genuinely expose corruption and hold wrongdoers accountable, they have turned it into a public relations stunt aimed at damaging their political opponents. Meanwhile, the American people, including the people of California, are left to suffer from the fallout of crime-ridden streets and an ineffective government. What Patel was trying to communicate to Swalwell was not just about numbers or files, it was about the real work of government. The focus should be on serving the American people, protecting the safety and security of citizens, and addressing the real threats facing our country. But instead, Democrats like Swalwell are busy playing politics, creating distractions, and using their positions to score political points rather than solve problems. The situation in California has become a case study in Democratic failure. Cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego are grappling with out-of-control crime, a rampant homelessness crisis, and drug epidemics that are devastating communities. Yet Swalwell's focus was on creating a political narrative out of a sex trafficking scandal, rather than addressing the daily suffering of his constituents. His priorities are clearly misplaced, and it's a disservice to the people he's supposed to represent. Patel's stance was simple: focus on the real issues. He wasn't there to play the political game, he was there to do his job, protect the country, and ensure that law enforcement resources were being deployed to address the urgent needs of the American people. He wasn't there to be part of Swalwell's partisan circus. Patel made it clear that the FBI's mission is to serve the American people, not to engage in the political theater that Democrats like Swalwell seem to thrive on. Let's not forget the larger picture. The Epstein case, while incredibly serious, should not be used as a tool for political grandstanding. Justice for victims and the accountability of perpetrators should be the priority. But for Swalwell and his colleagues, it's about weaponizing the scandal to distract from their failures as public servants. The American people deserve better than this. They deserve a government that focuses on real issues, real solutions, and real leadership. What Patel represented was a sharp contrast to the political gamesmanship of people like Swalwell. Republicans led by figures like Kash Patel understand that true leadership is about addressing the problems of today, not engaging in the kind of political theater that keeps the country stuck in the past. This is a battle between truth and politics, between service to the people and self-serving political agendas. Kash Patel's leadership and focus on security and crime reduction are exactly what California needs and exactly what America needs. It's a reminder that the real work of government is about getting results, not about using crises for personal gain. The hypocrisy of the Democrats is evident. Eric Swalwell wants to push the Epstein files as a political smear tactic, while his own state crumbles under the weight of rising crime and unsafe communities. His fixation on the files is a distraction, and Kash Patel made it clear he's not going to play along. The future of America depends on leadership that puts the people first, not political grandstanding. In this moment, Kash Patel exemplified what true leadership looks like, staying focused on the mission and not allowing political games to derail the work that needs to be done.